You are not listening to the voice of IWA Flip here on Uncensored Radio. Joining me in studio, finally, fucking schedules keep keeping us apart. But joining me in studio, man, the one and only, the legendary Jeremy Nace. Nace, how you doing, man?
Pretty good, bro. How about you?
I'm doing great, man. It's great to finally have you on the show.
No, it's good to be here.
Nice,
Finally.
nice. Yeah, right. It's kind of like what Flip and I always talk about. The schedules tend to get in the way. Real life shit happens. But I
Yeah.
know you're going through some stuff where you have some free time. I got some free time on my hands. I figure, you know what? Let's take advantage and get this shit going today. So here we are.
Sounds good.
But again, it's definitely great to have you on the show. You already know how this works. This is uncensored. So this ain't that interfed shit where you gotta censor what you say. So feel free to say whatever the fuck you want. Throw some shade on anybody, any manager you want, any wrestler. We definitely gonna get into it in this one.
Just for the record, Matt Unique's a bitch.
There you go, folks. He's starting it off with a bang. All right, so I'm gonna start running down with the bulletin champions. Just let me bring that up real quick on my end because my fucking phone is acting up. All right, so these are the bulletin champions, WWL Cycle 23. First up, we have Crest of Chaos champion, Skyblade, the Tiger King. We'll get into him later. Twisted Carnage champion, Holocaust. Smoldering Sorrow, we have Justin Kyle of Annihilation Inc. Court of Torment champion, we have Fire. We're going to get into that also. Belt of Subtlety, we have Buff Stonewall. Ending Misery champion, we have Skip Stonewall. Girdle of the Berserk, we have Elik, former IWA World Champion, back on the title page. Infernal Vengeance, Poison 1. Gunbelt of Hell, we have Lightning Tiger. Chain of Echoes champion, we have the Dragon King, his partner. Shattered Bloodlust, we have Impenetrable King. We have Whispered Agony champion, Centricty. Band of Distant Wars, Daddy's Girls number 1 and number 2. They're pretty much a mainstay on the title page, those two. TV, we have Snowy Chloe and Mad Maddie. Circle of Sanity, we have the Stonewall brothers, Buff Stonewall, Skip Stonewall, and Run Stonewall. Then we finally have Circle of Sanity TV, Staph Infection, Skin Infection, and of course, Yeast Infection. Battle Royal winner was Fire, one half of the Brothers of Destruction. So unfortunately for you, Nace, it looks like none of your cast of characters made it to the title page this cycle.
Another shitty cycle for me.
It definitely happens. Some people have, the little streaks, and then some managers, they don't win anything, kind of like, Flip. But let's keep that going. So now that I have you on this show, I like to, so this is your first time, I want you to give basically a background of who your cast of characters are here in Wicked City. So if you can, for the listening audience, just give us a rundown of all the people that are on your roster.
The 4 Pure Hearts, Livingston, Urkel, and then 2 Mexican wrestlers. I forget what their names are.
That's let me see, Princesa
and Vincentes.
Yes. So those are your cast of characters there. For those who don't know, Pure Hearts, obviously, they've been involved in some very over the top angles, to say the least, which we're gonna get into for sure. But it's definitely great to have your cast of characters here in Wicked City. Now I gotta ask you, Jeremy, what was it that made you take the plunge and actually join the WWL?
I don't know. Like I said, dude, I told Flip, you and I go way back. You're like a brother. I told you I'd be there. Even though I seen a big penis, I still came.
Literally.
Exactly. No, not literally, but
It's funny you say that because I know a few other managers that saw the penis, and for those that don't know, we're referring to Hal Uranus's dick, which was on the cover of one of my previous reports. It actually scared some managers away, so I'm glad it didn't scare you away, and you actually decided to join anyway.
Yeah.
Some people, they can't take it. They just can't take it, unfortunately.
But I don't my word. If I tell you I'm going to do something, I usually do it. So.
No, absolutely. Like you said, we do have history. We do go back into the NBL days. You were there. Actually coaxed you to bring back one of the legends that you had on your roster there, which we're going to get into briefly. But So overall, what are your thoughts on the league as a whole and what's going on and the way it's set up, the whole uncensored nature of it? What are your thoughts of how it's separated from all the rest of the leagues in the IWA?
It's actually my favorite league, honestly. It's the only league I write comments in.
Oh, nice.
I mean, look, I got your Urkel's comments for next cycle.
That's true. I did already get them. I was joking with you offset. I think this was like the fastest turnaround I ever got. The report was out. I got the write up like 30 minutes later.
Exactly.
But it's good to see that. I wish everybody could do that. We do have some procrastinators here in the WWL. You guys know who you are if you're listening. You fucking scumbags keep making me push the report. It doesn't matter what kind of, dude, I get fucking alerts all the time. Like, get your shit in. And I still got fucking managers like, yo, can I get this shit in? Let me sneak this in. I'm like, fuck. All right, I'll do it.
Like Frank?
Yeah, like Frank. Frank, you listening? Like you fucking bastard. But
down the freaking bowl and freaking get your shit done before
the bowl down, Frank. All right, so we're gonna jump right into this, man. Let's start off with the return of the one and only legendary Stephen Q. Urkel. Let's give us some background on this character and on why he's one of your favorites right now.
Like I actually had him way back in the day when I was actually young in the old Mad Dog League, probably back in the 90s or so. I just brought him back to NBL, and like I said, you liked him, so I figured, what the hell, I always had fun writing his comments, so I just bring him back, like with a more edgy version this time.
Oh, absolutely. And I think Stephen Q, he's one of those characters. I think it brings a good balance to Wicked City because right now, we do have so many different personalities here in the WWL. We have some more serious people. We have some that are just complete fucking jokesters. I think Steven is gonna be a good balance of both. Like he's gonna be, a slight funny, but also serious when he needs to be. I'm already kind of sensing that with him. Definitely a different incarnation of him than it was in the NBL. So I'm looking forward to seeing how his personality progresses in Wicked City, to say the least.
Like working with Skyblade, it's gonna be pretty fun.
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna get into that now as a good segue into that. You are currently locked into starting to bloom into a nice feud that's gonna probably go on for the next few cycles, even after the pay-per-view. But right now you are locked in a big fatal four-way match at Age of Anarchy. It is Stephen Q. Urkel, Skyblade the Tiger King. We have Bacterial Infection and J.A. Styles. All four of them will be locked inside Hell in a Cell. So what are your thoughts on that? And what do you think how do you think Steven's going to fare in that matchup?
No, my history, I'll probably lose. But as long as Styles doesn't win, because we all know my opinion of that wrestler, so I really don't care.
Shots fired.
I just don't like ripoffs, pretty much, like a real wrestlers, pretty much. And I think I was an AJ Styles ripoff, so I don't like it.
You heard it here. Just saying. Remember, don't get butthurt. Whoever's listening, don't catch fucking feelings. Please don't. This ain't. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that match. That's actually one of the biggest matches to me. That's not on the main event scene as far as undercards go. It's definitely going to be something I'm going to be watching out for. And you did mention that you would like Stephen Q. Urkel, if he was to successfully win this Hell in a Cell match cleanly, to be granted a shot at one of the Mayhem titles. And I'm actually really considering that. So depending on how this goes and how well Stephen Q does, I'd say he will definitely deserve a shot at one of the Mayhem titles. Most likely it won't be the Nefarious. He's got a long ways to go before he can get to that belt. But there are other belts that he would be, definitely in line for if he pulls out a victory that's significant, and especially at the biggest pay-per-view of the year. So good luck to Stephen Q. Hopefully he pulls it off. Again, I have history with that guy. I'm glad he's back in the league, and I wish him all the best of luck in Wicked City.
So, me and Mitch actually got plans for that shit too. Like we've been talking about it. Like 45 minutes yesterday about it.
I can't wait to see what you guys cook up with this shit.
It's some fun stuff, man.
Oh, nice. Next up, we have another. I think this is probably your second main. Correct me if I'm wrong. Your second main character, but that would be Damian Livingston, correct?
He's actually my first one, but I mean, Urkel is pretty the one winning. So
But right now, Damian is locked in a feud with Silver Bullet. You guys have been exchanging barbs back and forth over the last few cycles. It looks like it's gonna start actually, spilling over into something a little bit more serious. I have been in talks with the God himself, Michael Giuliano. The God, if you're listening, we need to get you back on this show, man. But and it seems like this is definitely going to escalate into something more than what it is right now. I'm definitely looking forward to that. For anybody that doesn't know, Michael Giuliano, his cast of characters, they're great at running angles when the need arises. So right now, I'm pretty sure that Livingston is in for a nice treat when it comes to this feud that he has with Silver Bullet. And for those that don't know, Silver Bullet was actually also part of the NBL as well, and he was there during Urkel's stay in the NBL. So I'll leave it at that.
I remember nothing back then, man.
Maybe I just planted a subliminal right there, but I'm gonna leave it at
Damn
that.
old, so I don't remember shit like that.
Yeah, they do have history in the NBL. I remember that very, very well. So who knows what's gonna happen in the next few cycles. Next up, we're gonna get into this was something I've been waiting for a while. You and I have been talking, off podcast regarding this, waiting for this reply that it seemed to take forever. It almost seemed like the Pure Hearts got the upper hand on old Sugarman Flowers, and Sugarman, for whatever reason, just would not reply until this cycle. Sugarman show return, and he did finally address what happened to him during that crazy cycle where probably to me the best write-up I've seen ever.
That was right, bro.
That shit was fucking amazing. It won Trash Talk of the cycle that cycle. So I was very impressed, very amused, and I was very eager to hear their response. And unfortunately for them, they took forever. But they finally got around to it. Again, real life shit happens, so certain managers have to like hold off on writing or replying, which I get. But this is one of the ones that I was like, fuck, man, when are we gonna hear from him? And finally, we did. For those that didn't read the Trash Talk, I'll just touch on it overall what happened. But Sugarman finally did responded to the Pure Hearts. Apparently, he did end up getting his own Rottweiler. Malcolm, which was the homeless guy that was part of that storyline, now works for him. He's one of his representatives. And it appears that the Pure Hearts were attacked by Black Mass. So that, to me, was unexpected. Humongous and Buford Blackwood did attack them in a parking lot. And apparently, it seems like they made Nigel drink Daddy's Girl spit. So not only did he end up throwing up, but they shoved Jacob's face in Nigel's throw up before the show went off the air. So I got to get your thoughts on this, man. They finally responded, and now Black Mass apparently has something to do with this feud. What are your thoughts on that?
I know. I mean, right when I was getting ready to drop the Pure Hearts too, Now I got to keep them around. But, I'll have some good comments next cycle for them. There'll be some good comments.
I definitely.
They're pretty hurt right now, but they'll be there.
Yeah, definitely. Again, it was a little shocking to see the Black Mass get involved in that. Again, I was definitely not expecting that. So apparently, it seems that Sugarman and Black Mass they're in cahoots right now. And I don't know if they're trying to take out the Pure Hearts altogether or they're just trying to send a message, what have you. But I think they're salty that they lost to the Brothers of Destruction in the tag tournament. I think that's what it is. They're probably like, you know what, we can't beat Fire and Ice. Let's go pick on the Pure Hearts.
Everybody beats the Pure Hearts.
They're feeling salty, so they took it out on the poor old Pure Hearts. So
poor virgins.
Poor virgins. they need some pussy. Tell them to call Big Daddy, man. He'll hook it up. Yeah. For those that don't know, that's 1-888 DADYGRL. Paid them to leave. So next up, we're gonna get into some more results here that involved your cast of characters. This is the 32-man 32 wrestler, because there are females involved, 32 wrestler single elimination tournament. Unfortunately for Damian Livingston, he did suffer a loss, so he got knocked out of the tournament by Lightning Tiger, who was one half of the Lightning Kings. No slouch himself. He's actually going to face, if I'm not mistaken, he's facing Devin Destiny for the Wicked Wayward title. So it was a tough loss, but at least he lost to somebody that's relevant. And actually right now, Lightning Tiger is ranked number 1 overall in the league, so it's nothing for him to bow his head to. He lost to probably the best wrestler in the league right now. So again,
he beat Jay Styles last cycle.
Oh yeah, he did. So he did manage to eliminate JA or AJ or whatever he's calling himself. So he's out of there. But on a brighter note, it seems like Princesa Muerte or Muerta. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but she did actually advance in the tournament due to inactivity on the part of Felicity Fate, who is no longer a part of the league. So because of that, I have gone ahead and granted Princesa the next round. So she will be in the next round. So it's gonna be interesting to see how far she gets, knowing that she finally got a chance now, which she technically wouldn't have had if it hadn't been for the inactivity. But she did advance, so now you do have somebody left in the tournament under your roster. So good luck to her. And for those that don't know, aside from the prize, the main thing you get if you win this is a guaranteed shot at either the Nefarious World Heavyweight Championship or the Goddess Extreme World Championship, depending on if the winner is a female or if it's a male. So this is a great opportunity for whoever wins this tournament to basically seize the moment and end up getting a shot at the two biggest titles we have in the league. So good luck to Princesa. You never know. Maybe this is her chance, and maybe this was her lucky break. And let's see if she could ride this wave and take it all the way to the top.
And next time, and I'm going to do like I did in Steel that once, like I'm going to do one strat for the whole damn Fed. Maybe I'll pull a 501 this time.
Yeah, there you go. You have the whole fucking title page to yourself.
Exactly.
Listen, sometimes I've managed to pull that off with my agents. I forgot what cycle it was. You know, some people don't like playing like that. This is something that Flip covers on his show. You know, people play different ways, which is obviously true. Some people like to pick different strats for their singles guys. You know, sometimes you might feel really good about your holds and you just give the same holds to all your guys. And, you know, it pays off. And that did happen with me one time when my agents ran the whole fucking title page because I gave them the same strat. I think I had a fucking 499 or 500 for all of them. But it's definitely a risk, obviously, because, you know, if it backfires, you're fucked. All your guys are going to lose. But if you end up picking the good holds, you never know, you know. You're always one strat away from a great cycle, as they say.
Exactly.
But,
I mean, Flip took tag titles last cycle. So, I mean, right there's proof.
Exactly. So at any given time, people could, you know, luck out. You know, I mean, we're still waiting for a few of those managers that you know they know who they are, Flip, that never make the title page, and they got the nerve to talk about other people who are always on the title page. But you know, that's neither here nor there, Flip. I always bust Flip's chop. He knows that shit. I'm still waiting for Por La Paz to make the title page. I haven't seen him. I don't even think ICAM has ever made the title page. Only the Savages have. But sorry, Flip. I gotta throw you under the bus. You love fucking with me. I gotta fuck with you back. But
we're actually supposed to be running an angle with his wrestlers and my two Mexican wrestlers. So.
Oh, there you go. That'll be perfect because fucking half I think his whole goddamn roster is Mexican.
I mean, he speaks Spanish, and I listen to Spanish, so we're good.
There you go. Works for fucking magic. I mean, listen, when Flip is on his game, he's probably one of the best trash talkers in the game. You know what I mean? I give him that. But right now, you know, he's falling off the wagon again. So Flip, fuck you. I love you, but fuck you. And hopefully we'll get you back on here soon. We definitely got to get a podcast going. Unfortunately, our schedules keep, you know, conflicting. Fucking guy works like 80 hours a week or some shit like that. And plus he's on West Coast time like you are. So it makes it a little hard for me here on the East Coast to carve out that time so that our schedules are on the same, you know, same wavelength. But I'm definitely going to have him on again soon. I am working on getting some more managers on this show aside from yourself. Trying to pencil in a big one that I've been trying to get for the longest. And this one might actually end up tying into your roster eventually, but I'm trying to get Dark America on here.
That'd be cool. You still there, bro?
Jeremy, I don't want
I'm here.
make this too long, obviously. I do got stuff to do. I know you got stuff to do as well. But before I sign off, any last words you want to say to the WWL universe regarding the league, your roster, or anything else going on?
Not really, bro. I mean, you know, just stay tuned. That's all I can say. Got good shit coming up.
Definitely. I'm definitely psyched about what's going to transpire the next few cycles. Again, pay-per-view is not this cycle coming, but the one after it. It is the biggest pay-per-view of the year for the WWE. It's our version of WrestleMania. Again, the card is stacked. For anyone that's seen the report that I just put out, which is probably some of my best work, you see for yourself that pay-per-view card is stacked from top to bottom. Literally from the main event all the way down to like the bottom undercard. It's just great matches all around. A lot of them, pretty much, I want to say at least 75% of those matches have a storyline tied to them that led to those matches, which makes them even more significant. You know, I know some commissioners that just throw shit together just for the sake of, you know, having a pay-per-view, so to speak, whether it's every fucking cycle or every other few cycles. But this one to me means a lot because, again, a lot of these matches, something happened that led to those matches. It wasn't just the rankings or whatever. They weren't in there by chance. They either earned their shot or, again, storyline driven. It became a match. It's kind of like the Fatal 4-Way that Urkel is in right now. Skyblade issued an open challenge, and what happened? The other wrestlers just jumped in and said, let's fucking do this. So I made it a Fatal 4-Way match, and here we are now.
Urkel got thrown into it.
Yeah, he pretty much. Yeah, he did.
He didn't want to be in it.
He wanted to sit on the sideline and eat his cheese.
Exactly. Talk shit.
But yeah, that's to me. That's why I think this is gonna be probably the best pay-per-view it's gonna be the best pay-per-view we've had. Report-wise, I'm gonna fucking blow your guys' mind. Again, this report that I just put out. Actually, since I have you on here, what are your thoughts on the last report I just put out?
Dude, it was by far your best yet, bro. I mean, out of all the ones from there and NBL, it was by far your best.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I just my thing was I wanted to start off the year right. You know, the last report I put out was kind of half-assed only because so I was like skipping. So even though I put out a report the last cycle, I was already working on this one. So that's why I kind of let everybody know, listen, I'm going to put out this because I didn't want to go a cycle without a report. But at the same time, it's kind of like I was working on 2 reports at once. And I knew that even though my last one was going to suck, which it did, and I admit it.
It's like really bad.
The last one was fucking garbage. But I knew, I'll be the first to admit it. But I knew that when I put this one out, you guys would understand why the last one was so garbage. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, let me start off the year right. Let me let you managers know that I'm still in this, that I'm passionate about this, that I want to make sure that you guys know that you're in a league where you're getting the bang for your buck. You know what I mean? It's not like other leagues where they have commissioners that, you know, and I never knock any other commissioner, but if you're going to commission a league and put out a report, at least put some fucking effort into it. Don't just type up some shit and throw it on Word. I mean, and send the shit into fucking Kim. Like, put some fucking effort into that shit. You don't have to be a graphic specialist or what have you, but just show your managers that you give a fuck. You know what I mean? And, that's what I wanted to do with this report is remind you guys that, you know, Mayhem is here to stay. I'm still the gold motherfucking standard. I still feel that I put out the best reports ever for any manager that's been in the league. There are some other great reports out there, but go fuck themselves because they can't fuck with mine. I'm shooting my own horn right now. But again, I got nothing against any other commissioners, but if you're gonna put out the report, give your managers something worth reading, something worth looking at, and I'm pretty sure that, you know, you'll be reciprocated with some great trash talk, great activity. People would be more, you know, willing to engage in shit in your league and make it that much better. So I just want to take this time to thank all the managers that are still in the league. I want to thank all you guys for submitting a trash talk, especially for you, Nace. Since you've been in the league, you've been submitting some quality trash talk, building up your character. So thank you for that. And to all the other managers that have been doing that, thank you as well. This is a new year. You see, I'm starting it off right, and I'm looking forward to some amazing fucking storylines, some amazing cycles, some amazing pay-per-views. And speaking of pay-per-views, I'm going to leave you with one last little nugget of information. Nace, I did kind of make you privy to this. You're the only one that knew about it. I'm not going to get too in detail with it, but the following pay-per-view, not Age of Anarchy, but the one following that is going to be a special attraction pay-per-view. It is, and I'm confirming this now, an inter-league pay-per-view. I am not telling you what league it's with, but just know that the league we're going to do battle with is one of the best leagues in the game, has one of the best commissioners in the game, and has some of the best competition in the game. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how we stack up against another league in another federation. I'll give another clue there. It's in another federation. So hopefully my managers come out on top and don't let me down, Nace. Because I'll probably put your guys in there. But definitely looking forward to it. Again, this is a new year. I want to shake things up and just make the league more fun. You know what I mean? I want to give you guys options. And again, it's just a special attraction pay-per-view. It's not going to affect, rankings or anything like that. It's just to have fun, just to give the other leagues some, some just due, because it is a great league. I think it's actually underrated, if you ask me. But it's just one commissioner helping another, one league helping out another, and we'll see how it goes from there. So now you guys know that is down the pipeline. But so I'm gonna leave you guys with that. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Again, I want to surprise you guys and just trickle out the information as it comes along. But definitely be on the lookout for some fun times here in the WWL in Wicked City. So Jeremy, again, thank you for joining me on the show. Next time I have you on the show, most likely it'll be more in depth. We'll have some more stuff to talk about. I'll have some more time on my hands. We can shoot the shit, and you never know, I might have a special guest drop in and crash our podcast. I'm not going to say
good, bro.
But it definitely happen at any given time where somebody could just jump in on the call. I always tell managers that. So don't think that you'll get this on the air and you're by yourself. Somebody that you might be feuding with might just jump on the call and start some shit online. I mean, on the air.
Mikey G. Get Mikey G on here.
Hey, you never know.
I was like, God.
The God.
The shit house.
And if you're listening, I gotta get his ass back on here. He used to be a mainstay on my show, but now he's been busy, which is all right. Still got love for the God, but
yeah, he's another guy I love. We go way back.
I'm sure he'll be on here soon. But so to everybody listening, thank you again for tuning in to Wicked Wars podcast. This has been the gold standard, Melvin motherfucking Mayhem, along with my special guest, Jeremy Nace. See you next time.